Hello and welcome to another episode of Shrey's Log. There are a couple of reasons why I haven't done this episode until now. I was away, I was sick, I still am sick, Lost ended. What am I supposed to do with myself now? Maybe I should just take transatlantic flights and try and crash on a mysterious island. Come to think of it, now I know what airline terrorism is all about. They're all just deluded Lost fans. There is a Latino festival going on outside my window 24/7 for about 3 straight days. There's only so much maracas that I can take. Or just really bad guitar. Anyway, forget all that. It's time now to ask Shrey. So a couple of weeks ago I sent out an email asking if people had any questions for me. And these could be questions about anything. Then I would take those questions and then answer them in this vlog. And I was surprised because I got quite a few responses. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, there is such a thing as a stupid question. Do I pee on the floor or inside the toilet? Is an example of a stupid question. Thankfully, these ones are actually quite interesting, so let's ask Shrey. Ralph Francis asks, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Now this has been a question long disputed over history, and often deals between the ideas of creationism and evolution. But I'm gonna say, none of the above. Because it's all about the Velociraptor. Bitch! Chickens were so 6000 BC. Try the Triassic period. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I've watched Jurassic Park too many times. Next. Jason Latsky wants to know, why is curry so damn good? Well, Jason, I've actually been putting small yet increasing amounts of LSD in the curry every time you come over to eat. So, you're kind of a druggie now, so good luck with that. Max asks, will the world end in 2012? Well, Max, that depends if Miley Cyrus and Jonas Brothers in that year team up for an all-out crapfest that will eventually destroy humanity to the core. Next. Thomas Theo Harris asks, is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it? The answer is yes, Tom. If you acquire your driver's license and you don't drive, you're just putting yourself out of practice. This eventually could lead to an unnecessary accident which would cost you demerit points and possibly even your license. On another note, sex is always good. Costa Dracopoulos asks, what is your position on the continued but apparently useless employment of Ronald McDonald? Well, McDonald's is a company that prides itself on being a family restaurant. Great fast food, on the go, a variety of newly introduced healthy food options, and their continued support of various children's charities. Ronald McDonald does not exemplify or portray any of these values. They should get a real family man, somebody who's true to their values. A man like Tiger Woods. Get it? Sarcasm? Metaphor? No? No? Alright. Next. Sean Alex Fennell asks, what can Brown do for you? You can do your taxes. Help you with your malfunctioning Windows software. You can write your prescription for Xanax. We can come here and take your jobs. Anything, really. Next. Phil asks, have you ever asked yourself how long the gap is between your outhole and your nuts? Hey, you said anything, gotta make it a hard question. Well, Phil, if you're so curious, maybe you should come over later with a bottle of Jack Daniels and a tape measure and we'll talk about it. Maxie asks, got a question with a possible rant. Who is your favorite and least favorite celebrity? Well, I'm just going to make it easy for myself and say the first person that comes to mind, who is the creator of Lost, Fringe, and the new Star Trek reboot, J.J. Abrams. God! That was such a dirty answer. I should have said somebody hot like Jessica Alba, Evangeline Lilly, Johnny Depp. Ugh. As for my least favorite celebrity, it would have to be Kim Kardashian. Because if you can get famous for taking dick and you're not a porn star, then I could have gotten that job a long fucking time ago. I may have said too much. Thomas Nation asks, white meat or brown meat? You decide what kind of meat I'm talking about. Well, there's no way I can answer this question without sounding at least a little bit creepy, so I'm just going to go all out. I like myself a white meat sandwich, a bit of brown meat slipped in, with slathered all over with Miracle Whip and Sarah Jessica Parker. Well, Costa just went overboard on the question asking, so I guess I'll just answer all of these in rapid fire. Where do babies come from? Well, Costa, it all starts with a bottle of vodka and a woman who's on her period. Do bald men wash their head with soap or shampoo? It totally depends. If they made a conscious decision to go bald, they would use soap, because they're okay with not having any hair. If they're naturally going bald, they're going to be using shampoo, because they're trying to hold on to any little bit of hope they have left. Why is a person who plays the piano called a pianist, but a person who drives a race car not called a racist? Well, Costa, because that would be racist. Are you a racist? Well, I've always wanted to be a racist. Wait, which racist are we talking about? What is Satan's last name? Cyrus. Since bread is square, then why is sandwich meat round? Because animals are round? I tell you, Costa, but this one goes all the way to the top. You'd have to ask Obama. Can animals commit suicide? On a more serious note, you should check out the movie The Cove. It'll answer your question. And finally, what was your motivation for creating Shrey's vlog? I was really bored, so it was either this or starting a cocaine habit. So, I did both. Oh yeah. Vinny G-Man asks, if you were the opposite sex for one day, what would you do? Well, Vincent, I would go to La Senza and stock up on as much lingerie as I possibly can. Because the last time I went there, I had to pretend that I had a girlfriend that I was buying them for. That may have leaked a bit into my personal life. And for the very last question, Richard asks, bust out the meaning of life for me. Thanks. Well, Richard, I myself don't have the words to express what life means, so I'm going to leave it to the words of a very, very wise man. Until next time, my name is Shreyas, and I have a question for you guys. Why the hell are you still watching me talk? Peace.